Welcome to yoga for day 1 of your period. If you are bleeding, this is for you. Go ahead and grab a fuzzy blanket, lay it out. Grab something to put under your knees. I use a foam roller, but use whatever you have, pillow, cushion, whatever. Grab a drink of water. It's super important to stay hydrated when you're bleeding. We're going to put the foam roller right under our knees and just lay back, relax. You can put the blanket on top of you and really just allow yourself to just sit, just be still. That's what our body is trying to tell us when we're bleeding. Just be still, rest. So soak up that rest time right now. Move your body however you want. You can see me stretching, but whatever feels good to your body. This is your chance to tune into your own body, what you need, and do that. And if you want more time here, go ahead and pause the video, play it whenever you're ready, because I'm just going to run through this very quickly. And go ahead, roll over to your side, make your way up. We're going to take our blanket or a towel, fold it up, and then that towel or blanket will act as a support under your bolster or big pillow. Please find a firm pillow for this. And then I also personally like to grab a block and then sit on that block. I also like to grab a blanket and again sit on that blanket, just giving myself all the support I need. And then make any adjustments to yourself that you might need to. And then go ahead and make your way down to supported child's pose. You really just want to feel completely supported here, completely release any tension in your back, and just let it all go. Let yourself be held. When we're bleeding, it's a time of introspection. It's a time to, again, relax, slow down, sit with ourselves, tune in to the last 28, 29, 30 days of our cycle. What have we learned? What are we grounding into? What are we letting go of? Really take your time here. And whenever you're ready, you can pick up your head and flip to the other side. If you're not ready yet, just pause the video and play whenever you are. This is your flow, so move how you want to move. So I'm going to bring some movement into my shoulders by pushing my hands into the floor. Slowly straighten my arms. And then for me, it feels really good to arch my back, so I'm going to go ahead and put my hands behind me. You do whatever feels good for your body. I breathe in, lean my head back. Let it all hang out. And you can sit up. And then I'm going to go ahead and get all of these props out of the way. Don't mind my yawn. And then we'll meet on our hands and knees. And again, just warm up your body. I personally love putting flipping my wrist the other way, shaking my head out. I might move my body side to side or do a little bit of cat and cow here. Using this as your opportunity to really go inward. Like, that's what I want to get across with this flow. Our bleed is really a time to just go within and be very introspective and really check in with ourselves and be like, what do I need in this moment? Really tap into your feminine energy here and that flowy part of yourself that knows exactly what she needs in the moment. Go ahead and take your right hand and then go extend it out as far as you can. Doesn't have to be perfectly perpendicular. And then we're going to bring it back in under our bellies and come down on that right shoulder. And so this will actually create some compression in that right shoulder. Just breathe into it. Bringing your hips down if you want. You can sway your hips side to side. Fully let go here. There is nowhere else to be but here. You are here taking care of yourself. And whenever you are ready, you can start bringing some more movement into your toes, into your shoulders, taking an inhale, and allowing yourself to come back to hands and knees, finding movement in the spine, movement in the hips, maybe even swaying on the shoulders. And we're going to go ahead to the other side. And then take your left hand up, same thing. And a little trick here, you can straighten your right leg if you'd like. And then just thread the needle back on that other side. Allowing yourself to sink deep here, deep into the hips, deep into the secrets of the bleed. Tap into your womb wisdom here. What are you being moved through? What are you learning? What lessons have been coming up for you? We'll be here about another 30 seconds, so really just sink deep into that. Into that wisdom. And if you are ready to move, feel free to bring that movement into your spine, rocking the hips. You can even flex your toes, point them, tuck them under. If you're not ready yet to move, feel free to chill, hit the pause button, or even just leave me playing and stay where you are. But for those of you that are ready, we're going to go ahead and come back to hands and knees, finding stillness or movement, whatever you need, whatever fills up your cup and makes your body feel amazing. For me, it's just pushing into the floor with my hands and then pushing into my upper spine, really getting a stretch there. That's where I find one of the tightest parts of my body to be. And then again, for me, it feels really good to go back and forth. I just like to imagine that I'm like a shark in the water and going back and forth. And if you're ready to move on, go ahead and grab a couple blocks, and then you can take a sip of water, really hydrate that body. We're going to stretch out the shoulders here, so bring your elbows to the blocks. And if this is enough, you can stay there. And if you want more, you can dip your head. Take a breath. And you really want the space right behind your heart and right beneath your neck to feel a stretch, to feel an opening. Sink your heart deeper with every breath you take. If this is too much on your hips, you can also place a blanket or towel right under your bum and over your legs. Just take a few minutes here to breathe. Take your palms out in front of you instead of being in a prayer. And that can kind of open up the stretch a little bit. And if this feels really yummy to you, please stay here. And if you're ready to move on, I invite you to plant your hands back on the floor and then kind of just shoulder roll your way back up. Grab your glasses if you had to take them off. And go ahead and put your blocks together. We'll come back to them. And then grab a strap if you have one. If you don't, a dog leash will work, a belt, whatever you got. And then go ahead and take a seat on your blocks. You can use a pillow here. And then for me, I really like a lot of support during my bleed, especially this first day. So I'm going to take 2 blankets, fold them up, and put them under my legs. You can use towels for this. Just take a second to get comfy. Make sure that you have room in your space to move your arms back and forth. And then we're going to take your strap and then put your hands a little bit more than shoulder width distance apart. Then we're going to just go back on your inhale. And then up on the exhale. And if it's too tight, you can't bring your hands all the way over, then take your arms out. And if it's too loose, like you're almost not feeling the stretch, then move your hands in. And this is how we're going to close out our practice, just going back and forth with the breath. And really giving thanks for yourself for showing up today. I hope that you hydrate your body, nourish your body, make sure that you rest. Remember that bleeding is not this horrible thing that we must endure. It's actually a chance to renew and refresh and nurture our bodies and take time to rest and recover. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you in the next one.